Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge. Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to John Young Stadium here in New Haven, Indiana. Yes, we are on the campus of New Haven High School, and football is back again here in the great state of Indiana. We got a non-conference matchup for you tonight between the homestanding New Haven Bulldogs and the visiting Northrop Bruins. The Bulldogs from the Northeast 8 Conference and the Bruins from the Summit Athletic Conference. Well, both of these teams are trying to right the ship. After last year, New Haven won just one game. Northrop was able to win 2 games. They went 2-8 on the season. That was, I believe, the third year, under head coach Quentin Bowen, as they try to get the ship going in the right direction. They did win 2 games a year ago, which is an improvement from each of the prior 2 years, where Northrop won just 1 game apiece in each of those seasons, trying to keep going in an upward trajectory. New Haven's trying to get back in an upward trajectory. It was only 2 years ago when the Bulldogs earned a 3-way tie for first place in the Northeast 8 Conference, but last year they only won 1 game. 1-9 was the overall record, and New Haven was 1 and done in the postseason. Trying to put that behind them. Vance Shearer, the head coach in his second year at the helm for New Haven, is trying to get this ship going in the right direction again. He was on staff under Kyle Boer when the Bulldogs had that very good season where they almost won the NE8. They did win a share of the NE8, sharing it with the likes of Leo and East Noble. We're going to talk a little bit more about the teams that we have here today coming up in just a moment. These teams do have plenty of playmakers. More on that when we return. You're watching high school football on SummitCitySports.com as we make our return and the national anthem plays.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We are back here at New Haven High School. New Haven taking on Northrop in what should be a fun game. Even though these two teams won a combined 3 games last year, they do have plenty of talent back. New Haven has DJ Simpson back at running back this year. Now, I don't have his stats for the whole season, but as I recall, he did rush for over 600 yards going into the Week 6 game against Columbia City. I do have the stats leading up till that game, so DJ Simpson being back should be a boost to the New Haven running game. However, New Haven also has a very young offensive line. Give you a look at who's starting on the line for New Haven tonight. They do have 2 seniors on that offensive line, Trayvon Miles and John Bonilla getting the start. Those are the 2 seniors. In addition to that, it's 3 sophomores, Terrius Jackson, Bailey Worthington, and Justin Richardson getting the start on the offensive line. So if the offensive line can hold up, DJ Simpson may be able to do a lot of good running the football for these New Haven Bulldogs. You wonder how much of a factor the youth of that offensive line will play, but if they can do their job, then New Haven should absolutely be able to run the football. Now for the Northrop Bruins, they do bring back David Callison. Now, Callison played 7 games last year as a starting quarterback. Did not play the whole season, but he did play most of the season, and he is back after throwing for over 200 yards a game. If I'm not mistaken, he does lose Jamari Brown as wide receiver, leading wide receiver from a year ago for these Bruins, but he does bring back Jerquaden Guilford. The Northrop roster here has him listed at 6'4", but if you check On3 and 24/7 Sports, you'll see that he's listed as 6'2". Now, Guilford's got plenty of speed. If he gets the ball in the open field, he could be dangerous. With that 6'2", 6'4" height, whatever the correct exact height might be, you'd think he'd be able to make some plays in space as the Northrop Bruins make their way out onto the field with the Northrop flag. There they are. You see them right there in the very top of your screen. And I imagine the New Haven Bulldogs will be running out of the tunnel here very shortly. So that's just a couple of playmakers back for the for the Northrop Bruins. Head coach Quentin Bowen had this to say about this matchup, quote, "New Haven is always a tough, well-coached team with playmakers on both sides of the ball. We expect a physical, competitive game." And it looks like, yep, there come the Bulldogs right now. The Bulldogs enter with the all-purple uniform scheme and white helmets tonight. Become used to seeing them wear gold helmets, but they're going with the white helmets tonight. I don't know if this is just trying something new. You know, you see in recent years some of the college teams that don't normally wear white helmets or haven't worn white helmets very much in recent years have started to bring those in and incorporate those into their jersey schemes. You're seeing that at North Carolina. Occasionally, I think Ohio State has done that, but not nearly as much as UNC. South Carolina, they kind of go back and forth between the crimson red helmets and the white helmets. Vanderbilt's use white helmets as well. Minnesota, I believe, has even gone with white helmets in some of their game. You might be used to seeing them wear the maroon, brown, crimson, red mixed colors, if you will, as the captains are headed out toward midfield for the coin toss. Captains for New Haven are DJ Simpson, Calvin Dobson, Trey McCraney, and Blaine Thurber. Thurber's a wide receiver. McCraney's a quarterback who transferred in from Wayne. If I'm not mistaken, he's the grandson of former Wayne head coach Sherwood Haydock. I do believe Haydock is on staff. He is on staff here at New Haven nowadays as an assistant coach under Vance Shearer. New Haven won the toss. They have deferred. So Northrop will receive the opening kickoff. Looks like we've got just enough time to get you a few words in from our sponsors before this kickoff takes place. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process, from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. We'll get some words in from some more of our sponsors as the game goes on. Right now, it's just about time for the kickoff. Davion Surrey, D. Hogue, and Robert Rembert are listed as return men for the Northrop Bruins. Just a moment, we'll try to get you the kickoff specialist for New Haven. Again, it was New Haven who won the coin toss, and they have deferred to the second half, so they're willing to put their defense out on the field early, see what they can do defensively against these Bruins. These Bruins do have plenty of playmakers at their disposal. Special teams guys not really listed for New Haven, so I'll have to take a look at the numbers, as you would expect. You always have to take a look at the numbers, but the special teams guys not listed. They've got a two-deep roster for the offense and defense. I believe that's Pi Soon handling the kickoffs. Check that. He's for Northrop. That's Brian Villegas handling the kickoffs for New Haven. Villegas number 89 as we get ready to kick off the IHSAA football season. Brian Villegas, the left footer, to kick it away. Indeed, D. Hogue is one of the men back for Northrop. It's a short pooch kick fielded at the 32-yard line. That's Kobe Reese, and Reese takes it out across the 40 to the 42-yard line, and that is where the Bruins will set up for their first drive of the game. I'll give you a look at the offense. We'll start with the offensive line for Northrop. At center, they've got Caleb Lanza making the start. The guards are Jackson Smith and Camden Day. The tackles are Chase Zeller and Ahmad Nidyai. My apologies there on the pronunciation. We'll get you the backs and receivers in a little bit. David Callison is the starting quarterback. He wears number 13. I believe that's Reynolds as the starting running back for the Northrop Bruins. Off the left side. Big hit right at the line of scrimmage, but that is Reynolds who keeps his feet going and gets a positive gain out to the 45-yard line. Ashantis Reynolds, the starting running back for the Northrop Bruins. A 3-yard gain. He was initially met at the line of scrimmage, but just kept the feet going. Turns it into a positive gain for the Bruins. Reynolds remains the back as we get a whistle. Do we have a flag down? I don't see one. Might be an equipment issue. I think that's Donald Gage walking off the field. And I'm hearing that it's a helmet issue. Gage will be replaced by Makai Timmons. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Northrop. Callison to throw. Gets pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws back against the grain, and it's incomplete. Blaine Thurber helped to get the pressure for the Bulldogs. In there as well was Luke Beckman, the junior linebacker. Backs and receivers, meanwhile, Ashantis Reynolds gets the start at running back. You also have Robert Rembert, Jerquaden Guilford, Jackson Robinson as some of the starting running backs or receivers, I believe. Throw across the middle, that's complete right at the line to gain for a first down. Anthony Barnes makes the catch. And the ruling is he's a yard short of the line to gain. I thought he surged forward and got it, but the call is that he's short. This is 4th and 1, and the Bruins are wasting no time at all. They're going for it. Reynolds makes one man miss, gets the first down. Reynolds across the 40-yard line. Ashantis Reynolds And I think I need to correct myself. It's actually Skylar Shanks-Hauer, the sophomore, who gets the carry. He's number 25. Reynolds had been the starter, but they make the early substitution. D. Hogue wears number 3. He's a transfer from Lures. As we get out of that replay, we'll show you the live play here. Callison to throw. He's pressured. Rolls to his right, throws on the run, and it's complete. Jerquaden Guilford, he's gone. Jerquaden Guilford, the Ohio State commit, finds pay dirt. And Northrop is up 6-0. The fourth down gamble pays off. And Guilford, who will be going to Ohio State when college time comes around, finds his way to the end zone. And here is Pi Soon on to kick the extra point. Sophomore kicker and punter. Where's number 88? Northrop's got a guy late getting onto the field as we've got 10:05 to go in this first quarter. They get it down. The kick looks like it's good, and it is. Little trouble on the hold initially, but Pi Soon puts it home, and Northrop is up 7-0. Well, it's time to show you a couple of replays, and this time it will be intentional replays as we get a look at that fourth down conversion. My apologies. That was not Ashantis Reynolds who got the fourth down conversion. This is actually the third down play. You'll see it right here. I think Barnes got that first down, but he didn't get the call. That set up the fourth down play. In the meantime, here's the touchdown. Watch as Callison eludes the pressure. New Haven brought pressure from the left side, and Guilford just leaks out and gets on a run to the end zone. Jerquaden Guilford was the second leading receiver for Northrop a year ago, and he's already got the Bruins' first touchdown of 2025. Looks like New Haven's going to send Calvin Dobson back as one of the deep men. They'll also have Cedric Boone back. Kendall Tyler, the senior wide receiver / DB, goes back as well. And I believe it is Pi Soon handling the kickoffs for Northrop as he gets the ball on the tee. New Haven trying to get set. New Haven had a couple of missed tackles there, including one on that fourth down run, as Soon has the ball on the tee and gets ready to send it away. Dobson is way back at the 1 yard line. He's the deep man. 3 men up near the 15, 20 yard line thereabout. It's a short kick, returnable from the 17. Out across the 30 yard line and down to the 35 goes Kendall Tyler. Looks like they're going to mark the ball at the 36 yard line as we give you the offensive starters. First, the offensive line for New Haven. We talked about these guys earlier. Terrius Jackson, Bailey Worthington, and Justin Richardson get the start. Those guys are all sophomores. It looks like Trayvon Miles and John Bonilla will be lined up on the inside. Those guys are seniors. Trey McCraney starts at quarterback, the junior and a transfer from Wayne. Last year he sat behind both Trey Dillard and Harold Mack. Dillard started at quarterback early in the season, then Mack got the job about midway through. But now McCraney, who probably would be the starter at Wayne, is now the starter here at New Haven. That's Donald Gage going in motion, and we've got flags. Probably looking at either a false start. Yep, it's a false start, and the Bulldogs will back up. Missed tackles plagued the Bulldogs when they were on defense on that last drive, and now a penalty moves them backwards. They moved that ball back 6 yards. Supposed to move it 5 yards from the previous spot. I formation. Nope, check that. Pistol formation for the Bulldogs. That's Gage going in motion. McCraney in trouble. Flushed out. pursued by all kinds of Bruin defenders and throws it away. I'm not sure who that was on the receiving end. The number was 3, but I do not see a 3 on the roster. But McCraney throws it away, and it's going to be second and technically 16. It should be second and 15, but they're 16 yards away from the line to gain, which is the 46-yard line. We'll see if Northrop comes with a blitz. They do show pressure. Who moved first? I'm told that's Travarius McGee, who's wearing number 3. He's listed as number 6, so I'll have to mark that change. Well, week 1, sometimes you never know what you're going to get as far as numbers are concerned. Of course, that's not limited to week 1. What we're getting from New Haven, though, is 2 penalties, 2 pre-snap penalties. Here's Simpson, and he's hogtied. Did the ball come out? Well, he was pursued well by that Bruin defense. He's going to be held to a 3-yard gain. Northrop's got back-to-back games against the Northeast 8 Conference. Got this game against New Haven, and then next week, Bruins have their home opener over at Spooler Stadium. That will be against Huntington North. Huntington North team that has been improving the last couple years under Mike Eschbach. Could very well be a player in the NE8 race as the season goes on. This is 3rd and 18. Northrop had a man rushing off the field at the snap. McCraney throws, and it's batted away. Elijah Collins gets a hand on the football, and New Haven has to punt. Now, Northrop had a man running off. I'm not sure the officials saw it. But as it stands, it's going to be a 3 and out. For these New Haven Bulldogs, and I believe that is Ethan Wake, backup quarterback who also plays wide receiver, back to punt it away. Northrop scored on their first possession. They lead at 7-0 with 9:04 to go. Movement up front, and again, the question is who moved first. I saw the Northrop guys move, and this one's going to be on the Bruins. Offsides is the call. Now that changes it from 4th and 18. Is New Haven going to decline this penalty? Nope, they're not. Oh, why would they decline the penalty? They were taking a long time to move the ball. It's going to go from 4th and 18 to 4th and 13. High snap. Pressure. They don't get the block, but it's a wobbly kick, and it lands out of bounds right about the 48-yard line. That's going to be great field position for the Bruins. Northrop's pressure doesn't lead to a block, but it does lead to a very short punt. And the Northrop Bruins will take over with excellent field position. Here's the starting defense for New Haven. We weren't able to give you that earlier. Cedric Boone starting at DB along with Kendall Tyler, Calvin Dobson, Donald Gage. Those are the defensive backs. We'll try and get you more of the defenders as we go on, as Callison goes from the shotgun. Callison averaged over 200 yards per game a year ago, and whistles will blow this play dead. That's Skylar Shanks-Hauer, who's in the backfield. Offsides to the call on New Haven, and while they mark off the penalty yardage, we'll go ahead and give you the linebackers for the Bulldogs. Those are Jacob Langford, Luke Beckman, and Davion Smith. Blaine Thurber also playing as linebacker. It's a 3-4 scheme for the Bulldogs. Aiden Hoffer, Terrius Jackson, and Trayvon Miles listed as the starting D linemen. And again, they only moved the ball 4 yards. Supposed to be a 5-yard penalty. They set the ball at the 48-yard line. Callison fakes, looks to throw, steps into the pocket and throws complete. On target throw to Maddox Weil.
Stop number 17, Makai Simmons.
While a sophomore receiver, as the pocket was collapsing around Callison, he stepped in and threw a dime. Out of the pistol. And this time, Skylar Shanks-Hauer is met in the backfield by the Bulldogs. In on the tackle is Deshaun DeBacher. Was met for a loss of 3. So far, that's the best defensive play of this game for New Haven. We'll see if they can carry some of that momentum with them. Missed tackles have plagued the Bulldogs. They've been able to get penetration so far, but if they can finish those tackles, that could be a game changer. A screen to the near side. Jackson Robinson. Robinson inside the 15. He's going to have a first down. And Northrop has it in the red zone. At this point, this is the Bruins' second red zone possession of the game. First red zone possession. Had a long touchdown catch and run by Guilford on the Bruins' last drive. Skylar Shanks-Hauer, the sophomore, remains in the backfield. Callison to throw. Across the middle, and it's nearly picked off. Jacob Langford had it in his hands. Went off the hands of Guilford, and Langford would have at least changed the possession. Here's another look at that on our replay by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. A little bit high. Now, Guilford, he's a tall receiver, about 6'4", but Langford had a great chance to pick that thing off as the Bruins get lined up to run their next play. On 2nd and 10, it's a keeper by Callison. He gets inside the 10. Jacob Langford makes the tackle. A 5-yard gain and third down coming. They're going to mark it at the 10, so original line of scrimmage was the 13. That's a 3-yard gain. Bruins can get a first down inside the 3-yard line. Skylar Shanks-Howard remains the back. Seems like he's been the back for most of this game as Callison tries to dump it off, and it's batted at the line. Chris Woods. A defensive lineman makes the play, and it's third, make that 4th and long. And I think Northrop's going to bring out the field goal unit. What a difference a play like that could make as Woods gets his hands up and affects the pass. We'll show it to you here in just a minute, but right now, Northrop has brought out Pi Soon, the sophomore kicker, to kick a 29-yard field goal and try to pad this lead. Soon only standing about 2 yards behind the holder, and flags will blow this play dead. That kick technically is good, or at least it looked that way, but it won't count. It's on Northrop. False start, I believe, was the call. 7:17 left here in this first quarter. Delay of game was the call. Well, here's another look at that play by Chris Woods as he gets his hands up and knocks this pass down to force Northrop into this field goal. You might have seen it there on the corner of your screen. Woods got his left hand up and knocked it away as Callison was trying to set up a screen to Skylar Shanks-Hauer, and it gets knocked away. I was about to say, I thought they moved that ball too far back. That previous kick would have been a 29-yarder. Where they had it set up, it would have been a 43-yarder. But they moved the ball now to the 15-yard line. This is now going to be a 35-yarder. So they moved it back 6 yards. High snap, very high snap. It's blocked. Jacob Langford got penetration, and I think he got the block. A high snap cost the Bruins. And let's take a look. I saw Langford fire through there. Let's see if he's the one who gets this block. I thought it was him. That's a very high snap. Yeah, it's Langford. Stuck his right paw up there and was able to block the field goal and keep it a one-score game. What a big stop that is for New Haven as Northrop was again moving the ball down the field. They had good field position, but New Haven comes up with the stop. That's a very heavy formation. What have we got going on here? Handoff is to Simpson, and he almost broke it. He got a first down out of it. I thought Simpson was going to break free. A shoelace tackle kept him from going the distance. And now New Haven's going hurry up. This is the kind of formation you would expect when your team's taking a knee. But there's Simpson again, and this time he's hog-tied. He got about 3 yards. Here's another look at the last replay. New Haven lined up in a formation that looked like a victory formation. Then Simpson almost broke through. He got the first down. That's the first down of the game for New Haven. Held to just 3 on the last carry. Northrop had the momentum early on, but New Haven looking for an answer as now McCraney will go out of the pistol. Little mix-up. McCraney has to improvise, and he throws it away. Was he outside the tackle box? He did get it past the line of scrimmage. But if he's not outside the tackle box, that is grounding. See if we have time to look at this. Yeah, we've got time. New Haven's still huddled up. Here's a look at it. Does McCraney actually get outside the tackle box? I think he does. Does get outside the hash marks. Meanwhile, this is 3rd and 8. Pistol formation, man in motion. Fake handoff. McCraney dumps it off. Complete. Oh, no, broken up. It's incomplete. D. Hogue makes a play defensively. And Northrup forces a 3-and-out. Well, not quite a 3-and-out. New Haven did get 1 first down, but that was all. Ethan Wake back to punt it away. Jeffrey Moore, freshman DB, is back deep for the Bruins. High snap. Wake going to run with it. Is he going to throw it? He is. Pass is caught. Kendall Tyler, he's got it. Out across the 40. A broken play on the punt. And New Haven moves the chains. The improvisation of Ethan Wake. Backup quarterback serving as a punter. And he just turned a broken play into an unplanned fake punt first down. So now McCraney lines up in the gun, and does that provide a spark for these Bulldogs? He's got a man out in the flat. That's complete. Jackson Price. Jackson Price out across midfield. He's got a first down. That's the 3rd first down of this game for New Haven. All coming on this drive. 5:56 left to play. New Haven hasn't yet gotten the run game going, but they did get an open receiver there for McCraney. I say they haven't gotten the run game going. They did get a good 11-yard run from Simpson earlier on this drive. High snap. McCraney to his left. Again, it's Price. Price with a block. Good gain there on first down, and the big fella keeps it going. Out to the 40, maybe the 39. Jackson Price, 6'4" tight end. 220 pounds. And I bet you Bulldogs basketball coach Brandon Appleton, if he doesn't have Jackson on the basketball team already, he's hoping that he at least walks on. I believe Appleton's in his second year as head coach. As McCraney goes out of the gun here on 2nd and 3. That's Wake who goes in motion. A keeper by McCraney. Gets a block from Wake. McCraney's free. Inside the 20. Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. The zone read allows McCraney to take it for a first down. Not only the zone read, but also the block from Ethan Wake. What a great drive this has been for New Haven. A couple of quote-unquote trick plays. And I have to put that in air quotes because, well, the first one maybe caught Northrop off guard. And meanwhile, this is the formation that they were in when DJ Simpson had that great run. Fumble on the snap. As Simpson dives for it, Northrop says they've got it. And they're coming out with the football. I didn't see a signal from the officials that said it was Northrop ball, but there you go. Northrop got the fumble. My goodness, that was a great drive for New Haven, and the fumble brings it to an end. Take another look at this. You could see the fumble on the snap, and McCraney just lost it. Under center snap, Simpson tried to fall on it, and there's a whole bunch of people piling onto that football. And, yeah, that's Northrop ball. And we got to get out of this replay because this play's about to start. It was Don LeRae Reese who recovered the fumble for the Bruins. Callison, short throw, complete. Near the first down, a yard short of it. Jackson Robinson, number 12, with the reception. Got an update from Spooler Stadium, which is where Northrop plays, but it's also where Snyder plays. Snyder leads Warsaw 10-6. Jerquaden Guilford goes wide to the near side. Pistol formation. Handoff left side. That's a first down. Levi Portee, the junior running back, moves the chains. Northrop's been able to move the football. They haven't gone 3 and out yet. Of course, it's still early in the game. We've got 4:37 left to go in this first quarter. Their last drive ended on a blocked field goal. Callison sets up the screen. Robinson cuts to the inside. Can't make the second man miss. Kendall Tyler with the open field tackle kept him to a 1-yard gain. Well, the resilience of this New Haven defense has been tested early on. Not just the defense, but the offense. Offense put together a good drive that could have been a scoring drive if not for the fumble. But after giving up 2 good plays, that was a good open field tackle by Kendall Tyler on the last Bulldogs play. As here's Callison stepping up, throws against the green, man open. It's Weil all the way to the end zone. Maddox Weil.
That's number 8, Maddox Weil, touchdown Northrop.
13-0 Bruins. He got wide open, and Callison has found some receivers in space. Throwing back across his body. And we'll get a look at that after this PAT, as Northrop is in the process of getting set up. Pye Soon on to kick the PAT. He made his first extra point, but he had a field goal blocked on Northrop's last drive. High snap, but this time he puts it through. And Northrop's got an early 14-0 lead. Here's another look at the touchdown. Our replay is brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. And again, Callison throwing across his body has found open receivers Maddox Weil was wide open on that play. Took it the distance. Nobody was near him. These Bruins clearly have some playmakers looking to put last year's 2-win campaign behind him. There's a flag down there at the 13-yard line. Do we have a penalty, or was that just dropped by one of the officials? Well, the official found his flag, so it looks like there's no penalty. 3:46 to go. Or is there a penalty? The signal was unsportsmanlike conduct from the referee. Well, if that's the case, then that'll back up Northrop on the kickoff. Assuming it is on Northrop, as we've got a drone flying out over the field. High school, the kickoffs do still come from the 40-yard line, but this is going to be on Northrop, so they're going to back it up to the 30-yard line. Looks like that drone has flown off of the field. Technically, it wasn't on the field, but it was flying over the field as Northrop was about to kick that off. Make that a 15-yard penalty as they move it back to the 25. So New Haven's got a chance to get some good field position out of this. Calvin Dobson is the deep man. As Soon steps back to kick it off from the 25. New Haven stands to get some real good field position out of this. But they're looking for an answer after falling behind 14-0. He gets it away. That's going to land, and it will be returned by Dobson. Dobson trying to change direction. Flag comes in as Dobson gets flown down. And depending on what this is, Northrop may get some field position back on the penalty. Flag was thrown right at the 30-yard line. And I believe that was D. Hogue who made the tackle. Hogue, the Bishop Luers transfer. We'll check in on some other scores from around the area here. But it looks like the penalty was on New Haven. Right now the ball sits at the 16-yard line. And it looks like that is going to be the line of scrimmage, although the chains have not yet been set. East Noble has a 14-0 lead over Wayne. No score between Bishop Luers and Leo. Now they're going to move the ball back. And mark it at about the 7. It is going to be holding. It looks like Warsaw has just scored a touchdown, so they've now taken the lead over Snyder 12-10. As McCraney hands it off to Simpson, and he goes backwards. Jermichael Lovelace Robinson makes the tackle for loss. Pushed them back to the 4-yard line, and to think, if not for that holding penalty, New Haven could have had some good field position. Start this drive from their own 7, and now it's 2nd and 13 from the 4. Looks like we got just enough time to show you this replay. Lovelace Robinson, kind of a bull rush there. He beats his block, got some help on the back end as well as New Haven lines up to run their next play. McCraney fakes, rolls to his left, throws, dangerous pass, and a flag is down. Jackson Price just got collared by Don LeRae Reese. That's an easy flag. Call is pass interference. And you can tell the contact came early. As we give you another look at this replay, the replays again are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Yeah, that's an early hit And the ball was beyond the line of scrimmage, or rather Price was beyond the line of scrimmage when the contact was made. So it's not an issue of was he behind the line of scrimmage. It's not an issue of can't have a PI on a screen pass. It was not a screen pass. That will be an automatic first down as the ball gets moved up some more. They had it moved up to the 14-yard line, and now they're going to move it up to the 19. Well, New Haven was lined up in the right place. It was the flags that were misaligned. Off the right side, that's a good run play, and getting the carry there is Darion Cryer, the backup running back who gets a 9-yard gain, maybe 10. Almost 10. He's inches short, and now it's going to be signaled a first down. So New Haven's got a first down. We're waiting for the sticks to reset. High snap. Little bobble on the handoff, and Simpson's going nowhere.
DJ Simpson with the ball.
Jaden Stevens-Tabron in on the tackle for the Northrop Bruins. Well, so far on this drive, we've seen some good penetration from these Bruins. 2 tackles for loss. Well, 1 tackle for loss, that one for no gain. Into the game is number 45, Ifeani Emadobi. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. Fake handoff. McCraney throws to Price. Catch is made. Tries to keep his feet going. He got some extra yardage out of that, and they're going to give him a 5-yard gain. I tell you what, Jackson Price is hard to bring down. Big 6'4", 220-pound tight end. When he catches the ball and has defenders near, he keeps the feet going. That's a good quality in any tight end. 3rd and 5 coming up for New Haven. I don't think they have a third down conversion in this game yet. Travarius McGee lines up to the bottom of your screen as flags come in. This was 3rd and 5. Timeout. Timeout taken by Northrop. Well, while they take a timeout, we will also take a timeout. You're watching high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
14-0 New Haven. It's been a drive that has been, you might say, riddled by penalties. We had the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Northrop. Forced him to kick off from the 25 after the touchdown. And New Haven commits a holding penalty on the return, gets moved back to the 7. And we had a pass interference against Northrop also on this drive. But this is 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs from their own 34. DJ Simpson is the back, and that looked like a false start. Speaking of penalties, it looked as though Terrius Jackson, the sophomore, was the one who moved. So now it's 3rd and 10. McCraney will get the play from the sideline. New Haven's only win last year was against Belmont. Right now they find themselves down 2 scores, trying to make a comeback in this SAC versus NE8 rivalry. Not really a rivalry, but SAC versus NE8 matchup. McCraney to his right, pressured, got to get rid of it. He does, wobbly throw, and it's incomplete. Goes all the way to the sideline, and a flag is down. Simpson lost his helmet on the play, it looked like. We'll see what the penalty turns out to be. Looks like it's on New Haven. See if we can get the signal. It's holding on the Bulldogs, and Northrop will decline the penalty and make it 4th down. And the New Haven punt team will come on. Northrop's had the ball 3 times. They've scored twice. The only stop that New Haven has so far was on a blocked field goal. Rodney Harden, the sophomore, comes out onto the field as Ethan Wake tries to get him lined up in the right place. Wake standing only about 7 yards, make that 8 yards, or like 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He'll punt it away. Little pooch punt, and that bounces out of bounds right around midfield. They'll mark it at the 48-yard line, and that is very good field position for the Bruins. 57.8 seconds left. David Callison with 2 touchdown passes so far, 1 to Jerquaden Guilford, 1 to Maddox Weil. Both were big play scores. We haven't really seen much of the run game from Northrop, but the passing game has been extremely successful for the Bruins. Callison coming off at 215 yards per game season. He'll fake the handoff, fires downfield. He's got Guilford. Guilford over the shoulder, touchdown! 1 play, 6 points. The Ohio State commit hauls it in. And he'll do a little dance. Jerquaden Guilford got the separation, and Callison threw it on a dime. As Pye-Soon gets ready to kick it away. Not kick it away, but kick the PAT. 50.4 left to play. Snap down. The kick looks good. It is good. 21-0 in favor of Northrop. As leading up to this next kickoff, we will show you our latest replay. As always, they're brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. How about the accuracy on this throw from Guilford? Shows you the arm strength. Check that. It's Callison who makes the throw, but Guilford with a great route. Got right by Kendall Tyler and made the catch for 6. 21-0 in favor of the Bruins.
Blazing Heat HVAC, Dolores One, Donner Perchi, Wake Contractor, McMahon Best One, Grace Gathering Church.
Second touchdown catch for Jerquaden Guilford. Third touchdown pass for David Callison. And the Bruins are running away with it here in New Haven. They got a big game against Huntington North coming up next week, and I suspect that we'll see some fireworks there at Spooler. Speaking of Spooler Stadium, last I checked, Warsaw has a 12-0 lead over Snyder. And it came off a strip sack fumble. Looks like it's still 12-10 with Snyder trying to answer. Do have a score over at Leo High School. Leo, of course, are rivals with New Haven. Get you an update on that in just a second. Right now, Pye-Soon has the ball on the tee. Calvin Dobson, the deep man. A deep kickoff. Kendall Tyler is there. He'll take it from the 9-yard line. Tyler looking to cut it back, still on his feet, pursued well, and dropped at the 14.
Report Kendall Tyler with the ball.
Well covered by the Bruins.
Stop number 12, Jackson Robinson.
Jackson Robinson with the tackle. We've seen him do a good job in the passing game as a receiver, and this time fields his spot well on special teams, and New Haven is going to start from their own 14-yard line. 42.4 left to play here at John Young Stadium on the campus of New Haven High School. A 21-0 lead for the Bruins. Meanwhile, Leo leads Bishop Luers 7-0. Looks like Luers has the ball, though, and it looks like they're driving as well. Luers is where D. Hogue used to play. Pistol formation. It's Simpson. Can't cut it back. Dropped in the backfield by number 33, Cornelius Jackson.
DJ Simpson with the ball. Stop at number 33.
Cornelius Jackson, the big 5'11", 220-pound lineman. Might find it hard to believe that he's 5'11", but makes up for it with his 220-pound size, and that's a 3-yard loss. That's probably going to be the final play of the first quarter. There's about 6 less seconds on the game clock than there is on the play clock, so New Haven will not have to run another play here, but they will need to regroup as we go into the second quarter. Vance Shearer trying to get these Bulldogs going in the right direction, but it's the Bruins who have pounced on them early. They lead at 21-0, and we're back after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Back here at John Young Stadium at New Haven High School, it's the visitors from Northrop who lead at 21-0, and New Haven not only starts deep in their own territory, but they now find themselves behind the sticks. This is going to be 3rd and 11. Just had a fire department ambulance backing up outside the tennis courts. He had his lights flashing. Maybe that was just because he was backing up, though. Certainly hope everybody's okay down there. Looks like everybody on the football field is okay. But we certainly hope that there's nothing serious. Of course, appreciate the men and women of our fire departments all over this country, all over the world, who go into harm's way to save lives and who, of course, put out those fires in the process. Northrop will blitz. Simpson looking for room. He's able to find some and get out across the 15 and get the yardage back and then some. Got to about the 17, maybe the 18. It does make it a more manageable 3rd down for these Bulldogs. Sounded like it was Taurus Carlisle who made the tackle for Northrop. And this will be 3rd and 7. Ball is marked at the 17-yard line. Bulldogs need to reach the 24 for a first down. Pistol formation. McCraney to his right. Throws downfield. Intercepted! Miscommunication on the throw. And it's Guilford who picks it off. Jerquaden Guilford, who's got 2 touchdown catches, creates the turnover on the defensive side. And there had to be miscommunication there. There was no receiver in the spot where that ball was thrown. Either that or just an underthrown ball. McCraney had Donald Gage going down the sideline, but if that's who he was going for, he underthrew him by a mile. And Guilford jumped on that pick. It's a handoff, little delay. Broken tackle, a bunch of them. Levi Portis still on his feet. Inside the 5. I think he's in. Touchdown! Or is it? The initial signal was touchdown, and now the near side official saying it's not a touchdown, but there is a flag down. That flag lies at the 18-yard line. Illegal block against Northrop. So the touchdown's going to come off the board. Should say it won't even get on the board. Boy, that was some shifty footwork by Levi Portee. And it's all going to come back. I said illegal block. It might have been a blindside block. If I'm not mistaken, that's a more recent rule in the game of football. You know, the block in the back has always been illegal.
Illegal block.
More recent years, you've had the league, not just high school, but the NFL, college football, add the rules against blindside blocking. So even if you hit them from the side and not in the back, it's still illegal if it's a blindside block. So now Northrop's behind the sticks. Portee again. He's got room again. Cuts it back. Portee, one man. Dragged down inside the 5. And another flag. Are you kidding me?
Number 13, Donald Gage Jr.
And they're going to back up again. That's 2 really good runs by Portee that aren't going to mean a thing. The call was holding. So let's take another look and see where the hold might have been. Again, that's back-to-back penalties that have wiped out big gains. I think I saw it on the far side of the field. Wasn't much of a hold. Looked like he did have more of a hold than necessary. Well, the ball's still at the 34-yard line. Well, now they moved it up to the 29. A spot foul. That's the reason why the ball's moved up as opposed to backwards. It's Callison on a keeper. Finds some space. Callison inside the 20, and he's close to the first down, and now a little fight going on. And flags come out. Cedric Boone was involved in that. And I'm not sure who it was for Northrop that was involved in that as well. I think it was Guilford. Well, you don't want Guilford throwing punches. I mean, this is a guy who was one of your leading receivers a year ago for Northrop. It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on both athletes. So both Northrop and New Haven get penalized here. It is offsetting penalties. And we'll look at that in just a moment. As it stands, the play does result in a first down. Offsetting penalties keeps the ball at the 18-yard line. Callison to throw. To the corner. Has a man there. It is caught for the touchdown. Jackson Robinson over the shoulder. How about the touch from Callison on that throw? Not only that, but the concentration by Robinson. Well, we're going to have a couple of replays to show you here in just a second. We'll do that as soon as Northrop attempts this PAT. But this is danger time for New Haven. Whatever happens on this extra point, New Haven needs to get a touchdown, and they need it soon, because if Northrop scores again and makes it a 35-point game, we could very well see a running clock in the second half. Now, that would depend on what the margin is at halftime. The extra point is good. Again, it is danger time for New Haven. We do have a couple of replays worth showing to you. Now, one of them not on a positive end. Does go for a first down, but you see here, Guilford and Boone getting into it. You didn't see everything that was going on there, but it was clear that Guilford and Boone were getting into it. Guilford was blocking downfield. That's where it initially started. Couldn't see if any punches were thrown. But again, you don't want one of your best players getting into a fight here. But this was an excellent throw by David Callison. Excellent route as well by Robinson. Excellent concentration as he gets the hands up, makes the catch, carries the football out of bounds with him. And, of course, you have to when you catch it in the end zone and you're in stride. That's exactly what Robinson did. Leave no doubt that you caught the ball. 28-0 in favor of the Bruins. David Callison with 4 touchdown passes. 2 of them to Jerquaden Guilford, 1 to Maddox Weil, and the other one to Jackson Robinson. And Pye soon has it on the tee. Again, it is danger time for the New Haven Bulldogs. If they don't score, they might be staring down the barrel of a running clock. Again, that'll depend on what the margin is when we get to halftime. It only goes to a running clock if the margin is 35 points or more at halftime. If Northrop were to go up 35-0 and New Haven were to score before halftime, then the running clock would be null and void. That's Calvin Dobson on the return. Dobson to the outside, looking for room. He's going to get across the 25-yard line, and then he'll be bumped, and that might be a penalty. That looked like a late hit. Here comes a flag. Looks like it was Cedric West who made the late hit on the sideline. Initially, it seemed like everything was clean, but then when Dobson went to the sideline, he was contacted again. Here it is. Not a big hit, but again, Dobson is out of bounds. Actually looked worse watching it live than it did on the replay, and now Reese getting into it by the New Haven huddle. Reese is very close to those Bulldogs. It looked like Cornelius Jackson may have made a late hit. Again, it didn't look egregious, but Dobson was on the sidelines, and Cedric West also on the sidelines. So this is going to be extra yardage tacked on to the end of the play, or at least it should be. Referee's going to give us the signal it looks like. They're still discussing things. Ball's still at the 27-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Are they calling this on New Haven? What is going on here? Folks, I am very sorry about this. That looked like a late hit on Northrop. I don't know what this is. This is unbelievable. I don't know. Said the call was on the bench, or at least that's what my cameraman Rob Rhodes just said. As McCraney will hand this one off, and now Simpson looking for running room. He's going to get across the 20-yard line. Simpson's up and still running. He thinks the play wasn't blown dead. Well, let's see if we can get another look. We'll have to do that after this play because New Haven's lined up to run a play. Handoff, Simpson up the middle. He's going to get the first down right into Northrop defenders. Again, here's another look at the replay on that kickoff return. It looked like the initial contact actually might have been out of bounds. Maybe that's what the penalty's for. You see on the replay, Thurber comes over as New Haven runs their next play, and this time Simpson is dropped, and that is D. Hogue. D. Hogue, the former Bishop Luers Knight, comes in to make the tackle. So I think you did see what the penalty was. Blaine Thurber came in, had some words for Cedric West and Cornelius Jackson, and the hit may not have been as egregious as I thought. That last couple of looks looked like the hit did happen still in bounds. That's Jaden Red. Check that. It's Darion Cryer, number 22 for New Haven, who gets the carry. And he takes it up to about the 32. 3rd and 5, from the 32. So we've got 8:46 left to go in this first half. New Haven needs a score because if they don't score and Northrop does get a touchdown and an extra point, we could have a running clock to start the second half. Again, that depends on what the margin is at halftime. New Haven might get a first down out of this. There's a flag. Looked like Northrop jumped. It is offsides on the Bruins. That turns 3rd and 5. Should turn 3rd and 5 into a first down. And it is going to be a first down. So New Haven does move the chains. That's step number 1. Now they got to keep going down the field. Ethan Wake is the lone wide receiver on this play. He lines up to the bottom of your screen. That's Simpson, straight up the gut. Simpson still running. He's got the first down just across the line to gain. It's an 11-yard gain. Well, Simpson's definitely quick enough and capable enough to pick up good gains running it downhill. New Haven will be at Northside next weekend. That'll be their second straight game against the SAC. High snap. Up the middle, it's Simpson. Runs right into a tackler and keeps his feet moving. Was that Hogue that he ran into? I think Hogue was there, but Moore was there as well for Northrop. But Simpson just kept on going. Second down and 1. After DJ Simpson kept the feet moving. New Haven trying to get a score here before halftime. Lessen the chances of this getting to a running clock in the second half as Price goes in motion. McCraney pressured, floats it to the sideline, incomplete. Kerry Christopher had a shot at it. There were a couple of Northrop defenders there as well, including D. Hogue, Elijah Collins, and Kamari Underwood. New Haven trying to maybe catch Northrop off guard there, but now on 3rd and half a yard. I'm just going to take a guess as to what's coming here. I got a few guesses. I'm not really going to tell you my guess because I don't want to give anything away for either side. It is going to be a pistol formation, though. That's Darion Cryer in the backfield. He gets the call. Bobbled it initially. Did he get the first down? I don't think so. I think they stopped him short. Elijah Collins in on that tackle. Looked like Ifeanyi Imedobi was there on the tackle as well. It's 4th down. He didn't get it. There was a little bobble on the exchange. It's going to be 4th and a whole yard, and now we got a timeout called by the Bulldogs. 6:48 to go in this ball game, and while the Bulldogs take a timeout, we will show you this last replay. Looked like there was just a little bobble there by Cryer on the handoff, and then a whole host of Bruins, combined to make the tackle. There you saw Elijah Collins, the linebacker, along with Ifeanyi Imedobi coming in to make the tackle. I had a feeling it'd be a run play. I didn't reveal anything before New Haven actually ran their play, but I had a feeling it'd be a run play, and it was. But just a little bobble on that exchange looked like it cost him the first down. Meanwhile, Churubusco has a 20-0 lead at the end of the first quarter, 35-0 lead for Eastside over Woodland. Leo and Lures are tied. Had a drone flying over the field just a second ago. We've had that a few times tonight. This is 4th and 1, and New Haven's going for it. And you could argue maybe you ought to play field position here, but New Haven needs points. And did they just draw him off sides? There's the flag. It is offsides. Make that encroachment. And I think that was Ifeanyi Imedobi who jumped off. So New Haven's going to move the chains. And as I said, I don't blame them for, as I was trying to allude to, rather, I don't blame the Bulldogs for going for it there. You're down 28 points. You're not in field goal range. You got to give yourself a chance to score. And that chance has increased, you would say. Ball's marked at the 39-yard line. Bruins almost jumped again. Simpson up the middle, little jump cut, and Simpson still battling into the teeth of those Bruins. He's going to get 9 yards. Up to the 30-yard line, just a yard shy of the line to gain. DJ Simpson trying to put some juice in this Bulldogs offense. Most important thing for New Haven, they need to score. Then the defense needs to get a stop on the ensuing Bruin drive. Fake to Simpson. They hand it off on the reverse, but it's loose. Did the Bruins get it back? It looked like it. Luke Beckman just saved the possession for the Bruins. But the downside is that turns 2nd and 1 into 3rd and 8. Northrop had that play read. They had defenders in the backfield. It looked like it was going nowhere even if they get the handoff. 3rd and 8. And McCraney throwing down the field has struggled. He fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws underneath, and it's incomplete, intended for Jackson Price. Well, this is 4th and 8. 4th and 1, it's an obvious choice. You'd have to go for it. 4th and 8, not quite as obvious, but I am not surprised that the Bulldogs are going for this. Again, they need points. They're not in field goal range. I do not blame the Bulldogs for keeping the offense on the field here. Now, the downside is if you don't get it, Northrop gets the ball with good field position. McCraney to throw. Goes downfield, looking for Price. Intercepted! Kamari Underwood down the sideline. Still on his feet. He crosses the 40, goes out of the 45, and that's real good field position for the Northrop Bruins as whistles are blowing. Flag is down. The flag is down at the 40-yard line. Was this behind the play or was it on the return? If it stands, it's the 2nd interception of the game for this Northrop defense. Flag sits right at the 40. It's holding on New Haven. They'll decline the penalty. 1st and 10 Bruins from the 40-yard line. Make that the 45-yard line. The flag was at the 40. The play ended at the 45. David Callison with 4 touchdown passes already in this game. All the touchdowns have been big play scores. Here's the handoff straight ahead. That's a 3-yard gain for Levi Portee. Check that. That's Kobe Reese, number 15 instead of number 16. Well, orange numbers on white jerseys are not hard to see, not as far as coloration difference goes, but sometimes it is easy to confuse 16 with 15. Jackson Robinson lines up to the slot on the far side of the field. Callison, pressured, hit as he throws. Oh, almost intercepted. Calvin Dobson had it in his hands. And it's 3rd and 7. And I think Guilford was close enough. He could have made the catch off the deflection. This is going to be 3rd and 7, meanwhile, for the Bruins. May have to cut this replay here soon, but right now, Northrop is lining up, and that was close to being caught by Guilford. 3rd and 7. Even closer to being picked by Dobson. Pressure comes. Callison steps into it, throws low. It's caught That's Maddox Weil who goes down to make the catch across midfield. But there's no down by contact rule in high school football, so he's down as soon as he goes down. It's 4th and 5, 4:25 to go. And do we have a timeout? Just a change in personnel. Northrop's walking a whole bunch of guys off the field. Oh, they are bringing out the punt team. I thought for a moment they might keep the offense on the field. They've moved the ball extremely well against these Bulldogs, but Quentin Bowen deciding not to give the Bulldogs a chance to have the ball with good field position. Now a flag comes in. And now we do have a signal. It is a delay of game against Northrop. There's still some discussion between the officials. If it is delay of game, it should be 4th and 10 from the 45. And now the ball is moved. Now coming on late, it's number 34, Aiden Hoffer, a freshman. That's a short punt. It'll keep on rolling. New Haven will let it bounce. It takes a Bruins bounce way inside the 15 and all the way down to the 10. Job well done by Pi Soon on the punt. That punt didn't look like it was going a long way. It landed about 15, maybe 20 yards past the line of scrimmage. Closer to 15. But it rolls all the way down to the New Haven 10. Try and give you a look at it on our replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. This ball bounces short of the 40-yard line. That thing rolled a whole 32 yards, I think. As New Haven gets lined up, so we're going to have to cut this replay. Replays are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Not very good field position here for the Bulldogs. They'll try to make the most of it. McCraney, a little mix-up. And I think he did get the handoff to Simpson, and Simpson got positive yardage out of it. That was the better of the two options for New Haven. Either McCraney gets that ball handed off and Simpson gets something out of it, or he doesn't get the handoff and takes the sack. Play clock down inside 10 seconds. Ethan Wake goes in motion. McCraney to throw. Down the sideline. Flag down. Intended for Donald Gage Jr. Quay Guilford and Don Lorraine Reese were in the area. Or check that. That's Kamari Underwood who was in the area for Northrop. It's now Warsaw leading Snyder 18-16. It's like a back-and-forth game going on there at Spooler Stadium. Are they saying this is against New Haven? I initially thought that contact was... Oh, now they're signaling that it is on Northrop. Holding on Northrop.
Holding against Northrop.
That's what it looked like. So now it is going to be an automatic first down for the Bulldogs. So the ball's going to be moved to about the 20-yard line. Make that the 21-yard line. Simpson trying to spin away from trouble, and he goes down to about the 24. It's a 3-yard gain. Elijah Collins in on the tackle for Northrop, and Collins has been all over the ball defensively for the Bruins. Now, New Haven does get the ball to start the second half, so if they can score here, they've got a chance to put together back-to-back scoring drives. McCraney pressured, nobody home. And this is looking like it might be grounding, although I do not see a flag, but McCraney never moved to the right or left. If only maybe just a little bit, but not far enough to get him outside the tackle box, but no flag has been thrown. And this is going to be 3rd and 6. .224 left in this second quarter. McCraney to his left, fakes, floats it, way beyond the reach of Price.
Pass intended for number 88, Jackson Price.
Well, Price is 6'4". If McCraney can give him a jump ball, Price has a chance to go up and get it and maybe pick up the first down. With New Haven being on their own side of the field, looks like they're going to punt this thing away. Ethan Wake is back in punt formation. Now Northrop trying to get lined up with their punt return team. Looked like there was movement. They get it off. Wake gets the punt off, and that's going to bounce. Stays in bounds for now. Takes a Bulldogs bounce. And that's a risky play there by Elijah Collins. Strike that. Taurus Carlisle falls on top of it. But that was a very risky play. We will show you this. A little teaching moment for any of you young football players out there that might be watching. If you're on the punt return team and you see this ball just rolling about like this, you just got to let that thing go. That ball was about to just roll dead, and Carlisle falls right on top of it. I mean, if he lets it go, the worst thing that happens is maybe Northrop loses a yard or two of field position, and then New Haven downs the ball. And it looks like the officials maybe need a new football. And they get one from the Northrop sideline. So the ball is marked to the 33-yard line. Callison back to throw. Running out of time. Gets it away. Incomplete. It is ruled a forward pass. New Haven was thinking that it might be a fumble. Well, that's a good job on the Bulldogs' part. You want to assume that that ball is live until the officials say otherwise. And I'd look if we had time, but Northrop's lined up to run their next play. Handoff straight up the middle. That's going to go as a good gain out to about the 39-yard line. And getting the carry for Northrop is Skylar Shanks-Hauer, the sophomore running back. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4 with 1:41 left on the clock. New Haven does get the ball to start the second half. Most important thing they need is a stop. They need to keep Northrop certainly out of the end zone. They really need to keep them from scoring anything, but Northrop's going to get the first down on that completion to Jackson Robinson, who takes it across midfield. Northrop has shown all kinds of big play capability in this game. And they're going hurry up here, 1:19 on the clock. A touchdown and an extra point makes it a 35-point game, and that could be significant. Callison downfield. He's got Robinson. Calvin Dobson saved the touchdown, but Jackson Robinson got open downfield to keep the chains moving. Ball will be set up at the 26. Pistol formation for the Bruins. Callison to throw. Goes downfield toward the end zone. He's got it! Touchdown, Maddox Weil. That's exactly why Northrop goes hurry up, so they can go up 5 scores, and now the extra point could be a difference maker. 56.5. We'll see what happens. Pye soon on to kick it. Man, is Lake getting on the field. They blocked the kick. It was a Northrop man late getting onto the field, but that's significant because if that extra point goes, it's a running clock. At the start of the second half. That is, if that kick is made and New Haven doesn't score before halftime. That's the second blocked kick. We had a blocked field goal earlier in this game and now a blocked PAT. So now if New Haven can get the ball at least into field goal range, they can at least go into halftime with some points. And with 2 timeouts, I got to think that that's what they're looking to do. Obviously, down 5 scores, you want to get touchdowns. You don't want to settle for field goals. But the most important thing with the amount of time that New Haven has is they got to get points. 56.5 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts, so they can put together a scoring drive here, even if it is just a field goal instead of a touchdown. Pye soon has it on the tee. Northrop has guys late getting out there. I should say the ball actually is not on the tee. Officials are bringing it out to him. Soon puts it on the tee. So we will not yet have a running clock unless Northrop gets a pick 6 or something to that effect before halftime. Calvin Dobson is deep for the Bulldogs. It'll be Wake on the return from the 16. Wake, a little bit of space, keeps going out toward the 35. Clock will stop at 50.4. New Haven does have 2 timeouts left. They will get the ball back to start the second half. And what they're looking for here is to score before halftime, whether that's with a field goal or a touchdown. McCraney operating from the gun. He's going to look to throw. Goes to the sideline. That's Price. Stays in bounds, now trying to get out of bounds, and it looks like he did not. I thought he got out of bounds with his momentum going forward, but the signal is that the clock's going to keep on running. Only a 3-yard gain on the play. New Haven does have a couple of timeouts. Blitz. McCraney in trouble. Throws it away. 19.6 seconds left here in the first half. New Haven does get the ball back to start the second half, and with the clock stopping, New Haven's got a chance to take a downfield shot. Now, they have not been very successful in those. That's the downside for the Bulldogs. McCraney will operate from the pistol. McCraney back, rolling, throws on the run, incomplete. He was looking for Donald Gage. And with 14.9 seconds, New Haven is probably going to punt this thing away. The risk is if you go for it and you don't get it, you give Northrop the ball with good field position and maybe just enough time to get a field goal and go up by 35 plus. So instead, New Haven's just going to punt it away. Ethan Wake back in punt formation. Nobody deep for Northrop. Do have a couple of return men around the 40-yard line. Little pooch punt by Wake. That'll go out of bounds onto the track. 9.8 seconds left here in this first half. Leo now leads Bishop Luers 14-0. That game's in the third quarter. Every New Haven fan, of course, rooting against the Leo Lions. That's a big rivalry in the Northeast 8 Conference. Part of the East Allen County Schools District. Callison looks like he's going to take a knee here, and he will. Little push on that line. Nothing egregious, though, it looked like, on the part of Jaleel Pinson. That's the end of the first half. Northrop with a 34-0 lead over New Haven. 5 touchdown passes in this game for David Callison. Outstanding performance by the junior quarterback. And I'm sure we will show to you some of his touchdown passes when we get back at the start. When we get back during our halftime break. But first, here's a little word from some of our sponsors that allow us to do the games that we get to do on SummitCitySports.com. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana, we are LIUNA. It's halftime here at New Haven High School, and the visitors from Northrop enjoying a 34-0 lead, trying to bounce back from that 2-win season just a year ago. We're back after this break here on SummitCitySports.com.
The New Haven Band would like to invite you to enjoy their 2025 show.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge. Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
It is halftime. Northrop with a 34-0 lead over New Haven. It's time now to get a few more words in from our sponsors. We, of course, appreciate our sponsors that allow us to do the games that we get to broadcast every week on SummitCitySports.com, every week during the school year, that is. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge training program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, so far in this game, the man of the hour has been the Northrop quarterback, David Callison. 5 touchdown passes, and it was very early in Northrop's first drive where he got his first TD completion, and it went to Jerquaden Guilford, the Ohio State commit. Guilford just leaks out, gets into space, and nobody can catch him. That's one of 2 touchdowns that Guilford went on to score, but his speed, no doubt, is one of the reasons why Ryan Day will be glad to have him putting on scarlet and gray in the future. Of course, Jerquaden is a senior, so it'll be next year when he joins the Buckeyes. At least that's the plan at this point. And again, Callison has 5 touchdown passes in the game. Here's another one of those TD passes. The replays are brought to you, as always, by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. And on this one, you see the arm strength of Callison as he goes downfield and finds a wide-open man. That's Maddox Weil, one of his 2 touchdowns that he scored in this ball game. And Northrop goes up 14-0. The big plays have been aplenty for the Bruins. Now, one of the crazier plays that you'll see in this game, or just about any game in high school football, happened in the first quarter. And it happened as New Haven looked like they were punting. The question I have is, was this intended or was this improvised? High snap, and Wake was pressured. He's able to get away from that pressure and then find Kendall Tyler, who converts the first down. I'm not sure if I can genuinely call that a fake punt, because I'm not sure if that was intended or improvised. I'm guessing it was improvised, but if it was improvised, it was well done on the part of New Haven. Unfortunately, that's one of the few things that has gone right for the Bulldogs in this game, as they trail 34-0 with a whole half to play. Now, the upside for New Haven is they will get the ball to start the second half, and the game will not be in a running clock when the second half begins. There's about 4.5 minutes left until the second half begins. We're going to take a quick break and come back and show you a few more replays when we do return here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Halftime here at New Haven's High School. It is the Bruins of Northrop who lead it 34-0 over the Bulldogs of New Haven. Do have another replay to show you. We'll show it to you here in just a moment. This is perhaps the biggest play of the day for Northrop, certainly one of the biggest. 53-yard touchdown pass. David Callison to guess who? Jerquaden Guilford, the Ohio State commit, his second touchdown reception of this game. He's 6'4". He's got plenty of speed. And I don't know if Ryan Day's watching this game right now, but Coach, if you're watching this, you got a good kid coming to Ohio State come next year. Now, that's obviously not the only TD pass that David Callison has thrown in this game. He's thrown 5 of them. Here's his 4th, as this one goes to Jackson Robinson. Now, this is great touch on the part of Callison, also great concentration on the part of Jackson Robinson. Over-the-shoulder catch, defender in close contact, and Robinson, the junior, is able to reach over his shoulder and pull it down for the touchdown. There was one more touchdown pass, and it was worth showing to you from Callison in this game. Like I said, he's got 5 TDs. We're going to show it to you right here as we've got a minute and a half left before the half ends. This is great touch again by Callison. And Maddox Weil with his second touchdown catch of the game, touchdown pass number 5. Now, the extra point was blocked. That's why it's 34-0 instead of 35-0. So it won't be a running clock right away to start halftime. If Northrop scores again and does go up by 35 points or more, then it would go to a running clock. But if New Haven scores before Northrop gets a chance to touch the ball or before Northrop ever makes it a 35-point game, it will not go into a running clock right away. New Haven, again, gets the ball to start the second half. We're back in 40 seconds.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Now, they will get 3 extra minutes. That's typical in high school football. The teams do get 3 extra minutes of warm-up time before the second half gets underway. Again, New Haven gets the ball to start the second half. Northrop leads at 34-0. If New Haven scores on the first possession, this game will not go into a running clock. It will not go into a running clock to start the second half. But if Northrop does score and goes up by 35 points or more, then the game will go into a running clock. That's the way the rules work in Northeast Indiana high school football. I believe that was started in 2019. That's about the time I started doing high school football for Summit City Sports. Right now, New Haven looking for an answer. They've shown an ability to run the football. DJ Simpson has run it well when he's gotten the football, but they're down 34 points. They may come out running the football. New Haven has to get something going in the passing game. Trey McCraney hasn't shown a whole lot of arm strength, but he's also got to be on the same page with his receivers. Miscommunication has been a problem that needs to change in the second half if New Haven's going to come back and win this game. For Northrop, they've been on target with their passing game. David Callison has shown the arm strength. He's shown the touch. He's been on the same page with his receivers. That's just one big reason why Northrop is up 34-0 now. Even as I sing the praises of DJ Simpson, Northrop has been able to get in the backfield and affect the passing game. They've also been able to affect the running game as well. A couple of tackles for loss for this Bruins defense. And they also have 2 interceptions, one of those going to Kamari Underwood. Jerquaden Guilford has the other one. We'll be back in 40 seconds as the second half is about to get underway. You're watching high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
34-0, Northrop leads New Haven in this SAC versus NE8 matchup. One of multiple matchups of such sort going on today in Fort Wayne and surrounding towns. You've got Bishop Luers at Leo. Leo currently leads that one 14-7. They're in the fourth quarter. As far as I can tell, Snyder is leading Warsaw 22-18. Now, that's not NE8 versus SAC, but Snyder is, of course, a part of the SAC. Northside looks like they've gone up a few scores against Northridge. Now, Northridge is from the Northern Lakes Conference. But Northside will host New Haven next Friday night, as the officials are now bringing the ball out for Pi Soon to set it up on the tee. Of course, the timeouts do reset at the end of each half. East Noble's also taken on Wayne. The Knights just added to their lead at Wayne Stadium, 27-0, and I think that's Ian Ramey who scored the touchdown. Ian Ramey, a running back, also a really good baseball player for East Noble. As we are getting ready to start the second half, Pi Soon has it on the tee, 12 minutes on the clock, and the second half begins. Angled toward the sideline, but that's a returnable kick taken from about the 6. It's Kendall Tyler looking for room to run, still on his feet, tripped up short of the 20. Kobe Reese made the tackle, and had he not made that tackle, you could have been looking at a big return there for Kendall Tyler. Bulldogs need to get something going. Trey McCraney back in there at quarterback. The Wayne transfer. Just told you that Wayne was trailing 27-0 to East Noble. That's where Sherwood Haydock used to be the head coach. Laid onto the field is Kerry Christopher, the tight end. And a whistle will blow this play dead as that handoff gets blown dead. Handoff that went to Rodney Harden. Sophomore running back. It's a false start on New Haven. Move the ball back to the 15-yard line as New Haven tries to get a little something going. They're in a huge hole here on their home field, trying to erase the memory of a one-win season from last year. McCraney in the pistol. He will hand that one off. That's Rodney Harden on the carry, who takes it out across the 20. DJ Simpson had been the primary back, but they start with Harden in the backfield here in the second half. That was a 7-yard gain. Again, New Haven doesn't necessarily need to abandon the run game here, but they do need to get the passing game going. Ethan Wake lines up wide. He is the lone receiver on the field. Handoff off the left side. It's Harden. Harden breaks through. He's got a first down. Rodney Harden. Third carry, second carry of this game. And New Haven has the chains moving. At least for the time being, they do. 10:50 to go in this third quarter. Whistles blow this play dead. And we have an officials timeout. And I'm not sure if this is an issue with the clock. Northrop has guys walking on and off. Oh, I think we've got an injury timeout. There is a man down for the Bruins. And I'm not sure who it is yet, but during this injury, we will take a timeout along with the teams on the field. This is high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
That is Kamari Underwood, who is walking off the field, but with some help. Kamari's got an interception in this game so far. He's not somebody that Northrop wants to be gone long term. Of course, with this 34-point lead, They may be content to give him a little breather. Movement up front. Who moved first? It's going to be encroachment against the Bruins. An extra 5 yards for the Bulldogs. Snyder has a 22-18 lead over Warsaw, but Warsaw has a 3rd and short. Looks like they got it. Got the conversion. Meanwhile, 1st and 5, and that's Harden off the left side. He's going to be stopped short of the line to gain, and they continue to push him back. Did the ball come out? Northrop says they've got it.
16, Rodney Harden with the ball.
And we have not seen an official signal. New Haven thinks they got it back. And it looks like New Haven did get it back. Looked like Aiden Hoffer fell on it.
Stop number 1, Elijah Collins.
Elijah Collins in on the stop, and Collins has had a good day defensively for these Bruins. 10:13 to go here in the 3rd quarter. This is 2nd down and 2. And I think that's actually Darion Cryer in the backfield for New Haven. High snap. It's Cryer who gets the call, and he's going to be dropped. Did Northrop come away with the ball? That was Lenny Underwood who made the tackle, and I think this is going to be Bruins ball. Lenny Underwood blew that play up. I did not see where the ball came out, but it's going to be Northrop football. Here's another look at the replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Yeah, that's where the ball came out, and it was Underwood who ripped it out, and yeah, Underwood recovered it. The stop, strip, and recovery for Lenny Underwood. And hobbling off the field, meanwhile, you saw on that replay, was Elijah Collins. We certainly don't want anybody getting hurt with a long-term injury or any such thing. Up the middle they go. That's a good run for the Bruins. That's either Portee or Reese on the carry. Check that, it's neither of those guys. It's Skylar Shanks-Hauer. It's kind of been running back by committee in this game for the Bruins. We've seen Skylar Shanks-Hauer. We've seen Kobe Reese. We've seen Levi Portee. And apparently Shanks-Hauer did not get the first down there. It's showing as 2nd and inches. And now they are moving the chains. It is 1st down. Chains move after the ball is snapped. It's Shanks-Hauer on the carry. Shanks-Hauer wrestled down at the 16-yard line. That might be enough for a 1st down.
Number 25, Robert Redwood, the 4th with the ball.
Skylar Shanks-Hauer with a quality carry, and they're going to call him a yard short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1, ball's marked at the 17. They fake the handoff. Callison on a keeper, trying to get to that marker. He looks like he got it. He lands with the ball right on the 16-yard line. That's the line to gain. That is a 1st down. Meanwhile, we've got a man down. That's Blaine Thurber who's down on the play. We've had a couple of players get hurt here in this 3rd quarter. Well, we certainly don't want anybody suffering any long-term injuries. New Haven's athletic trainer is Brian Comprood. He'll take a look at Blaine Thurber as we take an injury timeout.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports.
Oh, we got to stop the commercial break. That was Blaine Thurber, who does come off the field. It is first down for the Bruins. Off the left side goes Shanks Hauer, who picks up about 4, I think. Maybe more than that. Actually, he got way more than that. That's about an 8-yard gain based on where the officials are standing.
25, Robert,
Check that, a 6-yard gain. They mark the ball down to the 10, and it will be second down. Clock does stop on the ball going out of bounds. We have a final from one of our games. East Side beating Woodland 38-6. Callison keeps, pursued well, but he's able to get positive yardage and move the chains. It'll be first and goal for Northrop. Well, in the first half, the passing game for Northrop was the key to success. So far here in the third quarter, they're content to run the football. Let the clock move as much as it can. We're not in a running clock yet. But that's where Northrop is trying to get. Even a field goal would get it to a running clock. Handoff up the middle, touchdown! Skylar Shanks Howard. And a 40 spot for the Bruins. Skylar Shanks Hauer and this Northrop running back by committee. It's Shanks Hauer who takes it in, and Northrop is up 40-0 with the extra point coming. We'll show you the replay after the PAT. Pye soon on to kick it. They get the snap down, and the kick is good. He'd missed one extra point in this game so far. That was blocked. But this one right through. 41-0 Northrop. And here's a look at it on our replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Shanks Hauer right up the middle. The sophomore running back puts Northrop on top 40-0. They got a big game coming up against Huntington North next week. Huntington North, one of the top teams in the Northeast 8 last year. I believe their overall record was 9-4. And if Northrop can put up this kind of offense, we could be in for a fun matchup when the Vikings go to Spooler next weekend. The clock has not started running, and the reason for that is because we just had the extra point. It will start running after the extra point as some Northrop fans walk in late. I guess they're not just walking in, though. Pye soon has the ball on the tee at the 40-yard line.
All students, please return to the stands. Everyone, please return to the stands.
Now, all the students are being asked to return to the stands. We have had an eventful game, you might say, with some of the penalties and extracurriculars. So not always eventful in a positive way. We certainly hope that it doesn't become, shall we say, too eventful. I was a little nervous when I saw an ambulance backing up with its lights flashing, but I think those lights were flashing just as it was backing up, just as a warning, not as a get out of the way, there's an emergency type of thing. As Northrop has some guys late getting on the field, or late getting off the field. Now everybody's getting off the field. I'm wondering if we might have a lightning delay. Right now, everybody's being told to get off the field. Yep, New Haven's going into the locker room. Well, everybody's evacuating. We're going to take a little break and see if we can't sort this out. You're watching high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, what I'm being told is that there are fights going on, multiple fights going on the field regarding students. At least I think it's regarding students. I may not have been told that. I may not be remembering that right. But what I was told is that there were multiple fights going on. Hopefully it's nothing to do with any kind of weapon. The teams have evacuated. Some of the fans are still here. A whole lot of the fans are still here, including the New Haven student section. Even on the opposite side of the field, you see a whole bunch of fans in the visitor section for Northrop. Boy, I hope everybody's okay. This, all I've been told is that there's multiple fights going on inside the stadium. And my guess is some people have probably been kicked out of the field. Well, hate that the game has gotten to this. I mean, there's obviously frustrations mounting. I mean, New Haven, their fans are frustrated. Their players are frustrated. This isn't the way they wanted to start the season. Northrop, they're happy to be up 41-0. They've had a great ball game. Unfortunately, well, if this is fans getting into fights in the stadium, then this is not the way we want anything to go. I mean, and now police have escorted somebody off the field, and looks like I can't tell if that's a man or a woman from here. I think it's a man, but a police officer has his arm on him. He's escorting him off the field. Yeah, this looks like a fan being arrested. I'm not going to show him on our camera, but this is where you don't want things to escalate. I mean, folks, coming to an athletic event is a privilege. It's a great privilege, a great fun to come watch, whether it's high school sports or college sports or pro sports. And here in the Northeast Indiana area, it's great to come watch any athletic event, but you got to behave in a reasonable manner. You can't just be starting fights, and I don't know exactly what went on, but I did see, and my cameraman Rob Rhodes pointed out to me, there was a cop escorting a man off the field, and it looked like that fan is going to jail. Well, we'll be back in just a moment. This is high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, for those of you just joining us, looks like a fan is being arrested. There was a police officer escorting a man off the field, at least looked like a man from the distance I'm at. He had his arm around him. He was he had him by the hand. He was hauling him off the field. And what I was told was there was multiple fights broke out. One man was being arrested, and, well, who knows? There may be others as well if multiple fights had broken out. Either that or maybe it's students getting in fights. I don't know the exact nature of what's going on, but I do know that A police officer was hauling a man off the field. And I also know that, or have been told at least, that multiple fights have broken out in recent minutes. The players have left the field. Some of the coaches are still out there, as now DJ Simpson's back out there. So I think the New Haven Bulldogs may be making their way out there, although right now DJ's the only one out there for either team. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. We're going to come back after this break. Again, we're waiting to see when we'll be able to have the players take the field again. But again, we've had fights break out. Somebody's been arrested, and there may be others being arrested as well. Right now, the officials and coaches are getting together at the 20-yard line. We'll be back in just a moment here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this time.
We are putting 5 minutes on the clock. We do need the stands empty within the next 5 minutes.
Well, the announcement that's been made is the game is over, and they're giving fans 5 minutes to leave the stadium. So that's the announcement that we've been given here at John Young Stadium in New Haven. Northrop leading 41-0. It looks like they've won 41-0. Well, my apologies, folks. This is not the way you want to start the season. No matter who's ahead on the scoreboard, you don't want to start it with somebody causing trouble at the stadium, and then they have to call the game because of that. Well, we'll be right back. Maybe find out some more information. Is the game going to be made up or finished up at any point, or is that just the end of it? We'll let you know in a moment here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Well, yes, you do see that on your screen. It is a final. Told you earlier they're having all the fans evacuate. There was at least one arrest that took place. Saw a police officer hauling a man off the field. May have been other folks being hauled off the field by police as well, and I was told that there were multiple fights going on here at the stadium. But I was also told, and this message was apparently relayed from New Haven Athletic Director Nick Cunningham, that this game is going to go as a win for Northrop, which is not surprising considering that the game would have been in a running clock with Northrop going up 41-0. Now, as far as I know, the altercation started happening very, very shortly after the extra point. It may have been right after the extra point when fans and players started evacuating. Certainly players started evacuating. But folks, this is not the way any of us wanted this night to end. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're a Northrop fan or a New Haven fan at this point. Nobody wanted this game to end with altercations and fights on the field and people getting arrested. Just a reminder, folks, that when you go to one of these ball games, no matter whether it's high school sports, college sports, pro sports, you always got to keep a sound mind. You always got to make sure that your behavior is good. I mean, things don't go well. There's going to be times when something doesn't go your way or doesn't go the way it should, but you got to keep your cool when you come to an athletic event. You can't let it escalate and go too far. 41-0 is going to be the final, and again, I apologize, folks. I mean, this was not something that any of us expected, was for people to get in fights and to have people arrested and hauled off the field, but that's what has taken place. And with the game being in a running clock, Northrop leads at 41-0, and ultimately, as far as I've been told, they win at 41-0. That's what I was relayed from Athletic Director Nick Cunningham. So that's going to do it for this broadcast tonight. The Northrop Bruins do win at 41-0. That's how it's been announced at this point. It's a 41-0 win for Northrop, and that the game is called. They stop it with over 7 minutes left, and fights taking place on the field. For my cameraman, Rob Rhodes, this is Thad Goff saying so long from New Haven High School. Northrop wins it 41-0. You've been watching high school football right here on SummitCitySports.com. Good night from New Haven.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this talk.
some of those drills in the backfield.